Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, and my name is Amanda. So I've been trying to do a video for, I don't know, I really wanted to put out one last week, but the messages have been pretty much the same, and Scorpio season is being really hard on words and stuttering. So I wasn't able to do that. I'm even struggling now, if you can't tell. So Scorpio season is, death and rebirth, and also we are at a end of a cycle, not just for season, energy-wise, but also like yearly cycles, 2025. So we are heading into a new beginning. So things have already started to clear away and are, I feel like, about to materialize any day now. Oh my God, do I have to sneeze? Okay. So we're gonna go and see what we can find. There's been a lot of there's been like a lot of love, a lot of missing energy that's coming through, a lot of, anticipation. Yeah, we're gonna go with the antique anatomy, and we're gonna see what we can pull out with this energy. I'm gonna try and keep this short because, like I said, the energy's been pretty much the same, the messages have been the same, and you just gotta take time and have patience to let things materialize, things manifest. Yeah. You aren't the only factor in your life. You're not the only factor in manifestation. There's always other people involved. There's other things involved, other circumstances. So you got to give the universe and God a little bit of time and some room to make your dreams a reality, and to give you not just what you want, but what you deserve and what you really truly need. First card out is the High Priestess. That's beautiful. That's nice. Yeah. So like with the white flowers, like an innocence and a purity of thought and ideas, coming towards you, starting to blossom and grow, like in your brain and in your mind. So you might have been in, like, let's say, like a creative slump, or just as the energy says, like a lot of this death and rebirth and this quiet and this silence and this healing and everything. So because we're coming, we're in November now, and we're tailing to the second half, trailing into the second half of Scorpio season. Things will start to create. What's the word I'm looking for? Come to mind. New ideas, new thoughts, a new way of thinking, a new way of being, like your new self, right? Stepping into your High Priestess. And look at this smile, so very big. Sorry, just like so much teeth. Maybe you got a really big grin, right? That's good. Show off your smile. All right, Spirit, what can we get with this energy, with this High Priestess? Okay, I'm hearing take it. What is 5 of Elixirs? Blue flowers, communication, even forget-me-nots. These aren't forget-me-nots, but okay. 5 of Elixirs and the 7 of Elixirs. Yeah, the High Priestess. Focusing on your self-love, focusing on your healing, focusing on your beauty regimen. And if you don't have a beauty regimen, you should maybe try whatever that beauty regimen looks for you. It doesn't have to be, you know, what society tells you or what mainstream tells you, because a lot of that's crap. So whatever makes you feel beautiful, you know, just take good care of yourself. So I feel like that's the energy that's going on right now. The High Priestess, the female, the feminine, is focused on loving herself and focused on her dreams and her thoughts and her ideas. So with the 5 of Elixirs and the 7 of Elixirs, with a lot of the healing that's been going on, so there's like cyanide, which is deadly, obviously, morphine, which is a painkiller heavily, and this other one is, what does that say? Fitzpatrick. What does that say? It's a tincture. So I feel like, yeah, taking care of your body and your health and getting rid of anything that isn't working for you anymore. And the 8 of Elixirs. So yeah, pink, self-love, self-beauty. Yeah, that's really interesting. So like on these little bottles, right, there's like a body part on each. There's like a hand and a face, and I think that you are meticulously focusing on each part of yourself, whether it be your body, maybe you're really into working out, where you want like your arms a certain way, your legs a certain way, your stomach a certain way, your butt a certain way, or you are beautifying in the sense of like you're focused on taking care of particular body parts that you need for certain things, right? So if you're a person that really works with their hands, and your hands are kind of your lifeblood, or someone that travels a lot, you need your feet. I mean, obviously you need your hands and feet for stuff, but not everybody has hands and feet, so, you know. Yeah, there's just like a lot of focus on the physical body and the mind right now. Okay, what else can we get? I don't know. Hopefully this video turns out okay. Like I said, it's really hard to pull in stuff right now that isn't the same. The 5 of Blades. Black flowers. Yeah, so I feel like you were in a point and in a time previously, not too long ago, that was You were struggling, you know? A lot of us are struggling right now in one way or another. Yeah, death and rebirth. We're in a time of death and rebirth. There's major death and rebirth. So if you aren't already in your High Priestess energy, you're about to walk into that. What can I get for the 5 of elixirs, please? Oh, and by the way, thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and to those that are commenting, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Okay, 5 of elixirs. The King of Rods. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'm getting like with all these leaves, and then I just felt them in my mouth like I was eating them. Maybe you're a vegetarian, you like a lot of salad or whatever, or maybe you are really into herbal remedies. I just feel like it's a nourishing thing. Like you're about to eat really well if you're not eating so good right now. King of Rods, that's big dick energy. So I feel like there is going, like you're being set up for someone new to come into your life. And this king is going to nourish you. He's going to nourish your light, the way you shine, and he's going to nourish your heart. He's going to love you very much. Which is why you need to cleanse and clear out and focus on your health. That's weird. Why did that happen? 4 of Blades. Yeah, the underlying is the 4 of Blades and the Magician. I feel like there was a lot of I just heard innocent backlash. So maybe you were someone, and then with the Magician, maybe you were someone that that was innocent in a situation, but because you were close to it, energetically or physically, you might have got a few knives in your back kind of thing, and in your life. But because you're the Magician and because the universe has your back, you are protected. It's the hand over the spine. Your back is protected infinitely by the universe and by God, because you're the High Priestess. And you have a King of Rods that sees this, and he's coming in. He hasn't come in yet. I don't think like you've met him yet. And I don't think this person you know either. This is someone new. This isn't someone from your past. This is someone new. This is a new adventure, a new horizon. There's like a huge opening coming in. 8 of elixirs. What can I get for that? Wow, that was really weird. Okay. Should I take these? No? Well, make up your mind. My hand. Should I take these? Okay. So weird. See how things are like fumbly? Like my hands have been working. My hands are really cold right now, but yeah, things are just all over the place. Death and rebirth, right? Love Scorpio season, and it affects people in different ways. Some people get really mouthy and fired up. And some people can't talk, and like me. And some people just, you know, go blank. I think it's the universe's way of giving us rest. We're not supposed to know everything. We're not supposed to have everything coming in all the time. We need a break. The universe needs a break. God needs a break. We need a break. You know, breaks are good. Sun needs a break. The moon needs a break. All right, what can I get for the 8 of elixirs, please? I'm hearing don't wait on him. So this new person that's coming in, there may have been someone in your past, but you have to keep moving forward. Please, can I get one for the 8 of elixirs? Thank you. Take these. That's a lot. Okay. Which is funny because 3 cards came out previously for this one. 3 is a creative number. Interesting. 3s. Okay, so first that's up is the Page of Blades. Okay. Followed by the Knight of Blades. Followed by, what is that, the 8 of Rods. Okay. So, with the 8 of elixirs and focusing on each body part, that's the 7 of elixirs. My bad, sorry. 7 of elixirs, the 8 of rods. I'm not sure. The Knight of Blades. It's the Knight of Swords. Comes in fast. It's action. Okay. I feel like, so you're in your High Priestess, right? Or about to be. So let's say that you're in your High Priestess. Now, and you've been working on yourself, focusing on your body, your inner, your outer, and then regaining your, I feel like, God, how do I get this out? Come on, words, Amanda. So I feel like with this blade energy, there hasn't been a lot of communication. There hasn't been a lot of forward movement because we are in a state of death and rebirth. And I find it weird that there's a white, black, and red flower thing happening. So feel like with this is like an old way of thinking. I feel like so the older you get, the more is revealed to you about how the world works, and that as children and as we grow, we have an innocent mindset for the most part. It depends on how you grew up, but like we have an innocent mindset on how things, there's a purity to the way that we think. There's a lightness to the way that we think, especially if you are a sensitive person. And a person with a good heart. So I feel like this is being, how do I say this without it being, that's changing. Your mindset and the way that you think are changing. They're not so naive, they're not so innocent. And I feel like with the Knight of Blades, so this King of Rods that's coming in, this big dig energy guy, right? He is coming in fast. And he's going to eliminate death and rebirth of your mental thinking. The mental thinking of, I heard, business and the way that you move about around in the world when it comes to your thinking. And I heard like masculine thinking. So maybe your thinking isn't going to be so soft, so naive. Maybe you've really learned some lessons. You have learned mental fortitude and mental strength. And he's going to really renew and strengthen not your mental capacity. And I don't want to say that you're not confident and you don't have self-esteem, because you're coming in as the High Priestess, right? And this King of Rods sees that in you. But he's gonna eliminate whatever old thinking and old stuff you had about yourself. He's really gonna see you. Which is amazing. I mean, I think all we want really is to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to be accepted. Okay, so with the Eight of Rods, yeah, and there's like this reddy orangey flowers, right? So like love, like root, safety. He's gonna come in, and with all of these, what I'm getting is like with all of these bottles of each of your body parts and like your self-love and your healing and that heart chakra, he's going to come in, and it kind of sounds brutal, but he's gonna come in and his energy is gonna strike through every part of you, every body part, all the stuff that you've been healing and have loved. He's gonna come in and he's gonna add to that, and he's going to increase that, and he's gonna take all his love and he's gonna put that into your parts. Hopefully that didn't sound too weird and gross. That's beautiful. Yeah, and with the orangey and the yellowy, that's like desire, that's like creative passions. So you're definitely going to be working with this masculine on something, and then with the business coming through. So yeah, this will be a really good partnership and like loving friendship. that will have romantic roots, and something that will be very creative and very passionate. Okay. That's really beautiful. I was having a hard time with that. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, bottom of the deck, death. Death and rebirth, right? So let's get some clarifying cards, and then and we'll be done. All right, so the High Priestess and the Five of Blades. Yeah, urn, death, rebirth, the death of the old you, stepping into your High Priestess, letting everything go from the past. We're in an end of a cycle, going into new. Yeah, just letting it all go, black and white. Again, white flowers, black in the background. Silver. Even with the silver. A lot of silver, too. So things have been definitely challenging right now with the fives, because there's double fives here. And there's another 5 here. So things have been challenging in communication. Things have been, again, yeah, with the blue. Things have been really challenging with communication, and even with your third eye. Maybe you're not seeing a lot. Again, Scorpio season will kind of close that down for you, give you a break. Gives spirit and the universe time to move things around. And quite frankly, we're not supposed to know everything, so, you know, I like to be surprised. Yeah, so you've definitely been going through, or are going through, but at the tail end of ending cycles, closing things up, hardship in whatever way that you might be experiencing it. Could be health, could be finances, just could be family drama, whatever it may be. Yeah, can I get another one here for the High Priestess, please? High Priestess, just remember who the F you are, okay? Sometimes we need a reminder. The train, yeah, everything is moving forward. Everything is moving on. You're on your right journey. You're on the right track, moving forward. This is Gemini energy. Yeah, being flexible, not resisting, right? Having all these healing things, all these loving things, self-love. What can I get for the 5 of Elixirs and this King of Rods? 5 of Elixirs and the King of Rods. 5 of Elixirs and the King of Rods. That's interesting. Hold on, we'll get to that. 5 of Elixirs, King of Rods, please, Spirit. What can I get for final messages? Clarifying. Yeah? Wow. Okay, so we have double Leo energy. Yeah, High Priestess. You're going to be the center of attention. You're shining. You're glowing. There's a lot of passion. Like I said, dynamite, fiery with this King of Rods that's coming in. It's coming in fast, which is clarifying for that, the Knight of Blades. So that's really good. Again, there's a lot of black and red. Checkered flag. Yeah, you're gonna be at the finishing line, right? Again, black and white. Death and rebirth, right? End of cycles, new beginnings. Yeah, there's a completion. 9, wrapping things up in your healing, wrapping things up, getting ready to move forward. Maybe this masculine, this King of Rods is wrapping things up in his life so that he can come towards you fast and ready. So get ready, ladies. 7 of Elixirs. What can I get for the 7 of Elixirs, please? and these other ones. These 7 of elixirs, and what is this, the 8 of rods? Whoa. Oh, handcuffs, cuffing season. So, yeah, submit. So, I'm not getting like a tied up kind of thing with this one. I'm getting more of a submitting control. So, submitting control to God, to the universe, to the flow of energy, and just all the abundance and the blessings that are going to be flowing into you. You don't want to put yourself in a state of resistance, in a state of like saying no, in a state of block, or any kind of like old thought or old thinking that is going to ruin this for you, right? Which is why he's coming in, to finally put that to rest, right? That's beautiful. I just heard free and clear thinking. So this masculine is really going to it's pretty and kind of weird. When you start watching my Monty Python. So like I saw a picture of like a brain, and then just like expanding with this like bright sunny lightness, and then like wings, and having this like beautiful like freeing light flowing, and like I said free, but like, you know, bird flying kind of free when it comes to your head and your thinking and your mental overall moving forward when you meet this masculine. And just for a second there, I was thinking to myself, you know, that's a really nice thing to have, but I don't think that it's, sorry, there's like neighbors. Okay, sorry about that. So I was saying about the mental, like how freeing and how beautiful and how light, and I don't think that, well, maybe not. I think that we should really take stock and hold a minute for how amazing that sort of thing is. Like, truly. To be a free thinker, to be free in your mind, to not only have the ability and the freedom, but to have the open capacity and growth and expansion of your mental health, to have that clear, quiet brain, to listen, to not be in any pain, to not have any intrusive thoughts, to not have dark thoughts. And I don't mean dark thoughts in like, you know, dark thoughts, but like, I mean stuff that scares you, right? Like nightmare stuff. That I think the majority of people, I don't want to say majority because I don't know the whole planet, I don't know the whole world, I really don't know how things work. But it just seems like when you control someone's mind, or you have control over their mind, then that controls the person. So like, your mental fortitude and your mental strength is everything. And then for someone to come into your life and not only be that the way that you are and have that, but then to like increase that tenfold, I just got goosebumps. Like, I think that's what most people are after, right? Most people want to get rid of the demons that are in their head, the intrusive thoughts that are in their head, the stuff that follows them around, that keeps them like, you know, with that dark cloud and that shroudedness. So if someone, you know, when you do the work and you're proud of yourself and you get to that point where you are in that high priestess energy, you know, for someone to come in to love you and to completely add to that in like, you know, times 10. I mean, there's it's priceless. There's no greater, you know, there's no greater thing than peace of mind. Sorry, I'm getting like emotional about that. Jeez. Very specific experience that I had. I used to be like that. I used to have that kind of mind. And then when you reach a point, I won't get into it, but the journey that I had and the things that I went through, what I experienced supernaturally, spiritually, to get a clear head and to reach that point, it's just, it really is like the best thing. It's like a whole new life, a whole new bucket of hope. I really hope and wish for all of you out there, for anyone that, wow. For anyone out there that's struggling mentally, that has, you know, demons and addictions and intrusive thoughts and just mental health in general, that are really struggling, I really pray and wish for you that you can reach that point for yourself, that you can break through that you can reach the other side, because there is one and it is possible. It's very doable. And I pray for you that you have the right people, the right spiritual people that will come in and just give you that, you know, one sentence of encouragement, or that one helping hand, or whatever it is for you, that really changes the game for you, that really switches it around for you. Yeah. Anyways, okay, so this, where was I? So yeah, the King of Rods that's coming in, right? Gemini, a lot of Leo energy, a lot of Gemini energy. So we pulled out the Yacht, and there's gonna be a lot of adventure, a lot of luxury, travel, smooth sailing, wealth, when this person comes in. And again, with like the handcuffs and the fact that it's a 5 and everything, there's still going to be hard work. It's still going to be challenging, right? Nothing is easy when it comes to reaching the top, staying at the top, making your money, right? But all very doable. Okay, what can I get also, please? Again, Gemini energy for foundations, stability. She's resting, right? Hammock. So yeah, High Priestess. You've been in limbo right now because we're in the death and rebirth, end of cycles, new beginnings, right? So right now it's a good time to rest and relax and get yourself ready for this king that's coming in, but also these these new creative pursuits and passions and business ventures that you have coming in with this masculine as well. Yeah, meditate. So much goodness coming. I'm just like feeling the blessings and the sun and like so much huge opening. Just getting this like opening that's happening. Okay, where are we? 40. This is way too, I wasn't going to do this. Yeah, again with the fives, lots of challenges, lots of hardship and stuff, right? Mind games, changing the game, changing your mind, making your mind work for you. Your mind should be your best friend, not your enemy. Yeah, rewriting history, changing the narrative, changing your life, changing how you see things, how you see the world, right? With this masculine coming in and all the things that he's going to do for you in that way. Yeah, this is all indicative of the same energy of a new life that's coming in, a new love that's coming in, and a brand new you that is happening, that is being transformed, not unfurled. What's that? Not unraveled. What's the word I'm looking for? Like when you, a new you that is coming out and being presented. I was thinking of like a quinceañera. I'm like, what happens when like the 13-year-olds like come out and they're just like, this is me, I'm a woman now. Yeah, something like that. Okay. That was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little emotional, it was good. Scorpio season, deep feelings. I hope that everyone is doing okay, and if you're having a hard day, this too shall pass, and stay strong, stay hopeful, and just keep laughing and keep loving yourself.